Okay, hi. This is how to create a GMetrix account. So just go to a plain old Google window and type in GMetrix. You're looking for gmetrix.net, not .com. So not .com, just gmetrix.net. So once you get into gmetrix.net, it's going to ask you for username and password, and if you have an account and you remember your username and password, that's fantastic. And if you don't, then click on sign up here. So we want to click on sign up here if you don't remember username and password or you don't have an account. So that's what you can do. So we're going to sign up, and I'm going to sign up as Lucy. I do live in Texas, and I do live in the US. Do not worry about student number. Okay, so let me see here. Don't worry about student number. Okay, let's escape. There we go. Don't worry about student number. Okay, so let's say that you already made an account and you forgot your username, your password, and you used your student email and you can't remember your password. With student email, you can try forget password, but it probably won't work because of the filters that the school email has, which prevent GMetrix from emailing you your password and your hint. So it's kind of a dead end for you. So in this case, you can use your personal email. However, I don't like to tell you to use your personal email because I don't want you giving out your personal information. Even though GMetrix is an accredited company that we use, I still just don't like to give out personal emails. So I have come across in my many searches on Google about a temporary email that only lasts, I think it only lasts like 2 or 3 hours, and it's called mailinator.com. And you can literally put anything and it will create a quick temporary email for you, and it will register as a real email, and then it basically goes away. So this will allow you to create a GMetrix account. Don't forget your username and password, but it will allow you to create a GMetrix account and then therefore study and take your GMetrix quizzes and practice. So I am just making one at trash@mailinator.com, and you guys can't use trash because it'll tell you, GMetrix will tell you, that one's already being used. So make one up, or use your personal, or you can use your school. So for username, make one up. I don't care what your username is. And for password, make up your password and just write it down. Okay, I am going to close out this window because I actually already finished making my GMetrix account, and I want to show you what happens when you finally make your account. Okay, so here is my username that I used. Here's my password. Here's English, and I'm going to click sign in. When it takes you to sign in, you can do the tour, you can get rid of the tour, and I should have given you a GMetrix access code. So I want to just grab a quick GMetrix access code. Oh, darn it, hang on. Okay, I have a code. Hang on a second. So your code won't be this one. We make these codes up and we make these practice tests, and so whatever code I've given you, that's the one that you would use. This is just to show you what it looks like when you get inside, and you're welcome to use this one too, but this is definitely not a quiz or a test that we are assigning for you. This was just kind of like a demo. Okay, so this is like a demo code. And so you would put whatever code we give you, and then you're going to click redeem, and then it's going to tell you to take the test. And you guys are taking the yeah, I guess just click next. Let me see what the heck happened. Okay, we are doing Illustrator, and this should be the one that I think this is the right one, this training one. So you're going to click on training, and yeah, this is what would happen. So I'm just clicking the first one. I know that it's probably wrong. Yeah, I don't care. I literally am just clicking the right one, or the one, but you can tell at the very bottom that it's giving you like all the explanations. Okay, so it's giving you some help on these. I'm just trying to get to one of the questions that you might actually have to open Illustrator up for, and I'm hoping that this quiz does. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Getting there. Nope. Yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, this one, I get it all wrong. But you can see that you can, it does give you help. It does tell you, you can go back to the question, you can mark them for review. It tells you which ones you didn't answer. So this is a simulation software that when you take the real IBC will be very similar. Okay, let's go back and do one of those other ones because I really wanted to show you, save test. I really wanted to show you what happens. Let me go back to my dashboard. Let's see. Let me try that again. See if I can't get back. Okay. Illustrator, here. Let's try this one. Let's try one of these, because I really just want to show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is what I wanted to get to. So if you get to this one, because we've assigned a test that actually needs you to have Illustrator, it's going to tell you to download GMetrix SMS. What this does is it takes the specific quiz that we've given you and it downloads all of the practice files that you're going to need. Okay, so we're going to click on download, and depends on which one you have. I don't know if you have Windows or if you have a Mac, so download whichever one you need to download. I have Windows. I'm going to pause while it downloads. It shouldn't take very long though. Okay, my file is hiding from me. Give me 1 second. Okay, it's hiding in my okay. When it tells you, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device, say yes. Okay, and then you are going to agree to the user agreement. You're going to let it tell it where it wants to go, and you're going to say yes. Okay, and now here it is where it's downloading the specific question software. And this pretty much happens every time you take one of these practice tests. It's going to download a new file. It shouldn't take very much longer. Okay, then we're going to click on Finish. Make sure that your Adobe Illustrator is closed before you do this last step. Otherwise, it won't work. Okay, so now it wants me to log in again. So it was Resec 2022. Oh. Okay, so here is, we're going to resume our test. This is doing all this checking, and now it's going to launch the specific questions for this practice test. So as you can tell, it takes just a minute. Okay, I'm going to pause it for you guys. Okay, it said it's preparing my test with the next screen, and now you can tell that it's opening up my Illustrator. So that's why you have to have it closed before you start running this, because it wants to open it and it is downloading. You can see all the stuff that it's doing. It's downloading all the specific questions and stuff, files that I need for this test. So when it opens, it's still running. Don't touch it yet. It's still running. Here we go. Now then, see how it is working inside of my Illustrator, but it opens up the question. It's got the little timer, and now I can run and do things in Illustrator to answer these questions. And again, your little help button is still here, and let's say we don't know what the answer to this one is. You can click on help, and it will give you answers. It'll guide you through, or if it's one of these that you have a step-by-step, it'll tell you step 1, go to File, step 2, click on Select. You know, it'll tell you step-by-step. This one just explains what color and gamut are. Okay, let's do, let's click on that one, let's click Next, and let's take a look at another question. Okay, so this one. Document raster effect setting for printing. Again, let's pretend we don't know the answer, and we would tell you, but then it kind of gives you a brief explanation. It tells you that high is for printing, so then you can click it and click on Next, and then it tells you, yay, you're correct. Now then, see, this is the one that I really wanted to get to, because this one's going to be use the direct selection tool and convert the top anchor point of the red half circle to be a corner. So I'm like, I don't know what this is. So you click on help, and it tells you step 1, select the direct selection tool. There's the direct. Look, notice that one is a selection. This one is the direct selection. So we're going to do that. Then it says click the top anchor point of the red half circle. So we're going to click that top anchor point. And then we are going to do the Properties panel under the Convert section. Click the Convert Selected Anchor Points to Convert to Corner button. So we are going to find the Properties panel. So remember, you can go into Window. Oh, darn it. Okay, it is being obnoxious, and it doesn't want to let me open my Properties window. I can do it from here. Okay, and then here is the Convert. And I'm going to select Convert. There it is. So that is what I've done. And now I can click Next. So even though you don't know the how to do it, it teaches you how to do it. Okay? All right, guys. Good luck, and practice, practice, practice.